What's going on, everybody? How you guys doing? So I had somebody ask me, and they were saying that so they've been in a long relationship with their husband, and she was saying that she's thinking about leaving her husband, and she was asking me, but she wasn't sure, and she was asking me what should like how does she know, or how would she know if it was time to leave her husband? I think that this is kind of how I always view things, and I think this works. This has always worked for me. I've used it since I was a little kid, with everything. And so this is with relationships. This is with work. This is with anything, a job. It doesn't matter what it is. Any type of friendship, relationships with your family, anything like that. And so the one thing I've always this the first thing and the one thing that I really ask myself every time is, are you more happy than you are sad? Or are you more sad than you are happy? And this is on a day by day basis. So you can look at this overall at like the macro level, or you can look at this in detail on like the micro level, right? So on the macro level is, with this person I'm with, am I happy or am I not happy? That's the macro level. That's the simplest question. That's the first question. That's the simplest question. With this person I'm with, am I happy or am I not happy? So your answer might be that you're happy overall. But the question then is, going down to the micro level, the question then is, in detail, do you have, when you think about this, do you have more sad days than you have happy days? If you're having more sad days with this person than you guys have happy days, or if you're having more sad moments than you're having happy moments with this individual, then you should greatly consider that it's time to leave and end the relationship. Like, if you can think back for the past 3 months, 6 months, are your days in and out when you come home from work, when he comes home from work, or she comes home from work, or whatever? On the weekends, are you guys happy to even see each other when you come home from work? On the weekends, are you excited to go out Saturday morning, go walking together or jogging together, or go to the farmer's market? Are you even happy to spend time with that person? Because I know a lot of relationships where you'll have people, they'll have sex with each other, but they don't even want to be around each other if it's not for that sexual purpose. So it's like, do you even like each other? So, you'll have sex with them, but do you all even like each other's company? Like, the days before sex or the days after sex, or do you guys even like to hang out with each other? Do you even like to have a conversation with this person? So, in the large scale, the macro level, are you happier or are you more sad with this individual? Down in the detail, in the micro level, on a day-to-day basis, day in, day out, think about the past 2 weeks, think about the past 2 months, think about the past 6 months. Have you had more happy days or have you had more sad days being with this person? Have you had more happy days or have you had more stressful days being with this person? Now, if you feel like, as I said before, if you feel like you've had more sad days, you've had more stressful days, you've had more days where you were frustrated with this individual, you had more of those days, those negative days. You've had more of those days than you've had happy days, than you've had positive days. If you had more sad, stressful, frustrated days with this individual, then, like I said, you're probably leaning towards you should end this relationship. But this is what I want you to think about before you end this relationship. What means more to you? Your happiness or being alone? That's the next step. So we've established that you've had more sad days, more stressful days, more frustrated days. Days of frustration. But after you get past that step, if you have those days, those sad days, then you have to weigh out what's more important to you. Is it more important to you to stop that sadness and be happy? Or is it more important to you to be with someone and not be alone? And that's a huge question. Because you can say, well, you know what? I just want to be happy. Okay, fine. In the relationship, because the relationship is causing you more sadness than happiness. So in the relationship. But then are you going to be okay with, just that noise? Because, when you're with somebody and you guys have a family together and things like that, there's that noise that's in the house where you know that your family's there, there's people there, and their presence is there. Are you okay with not having that any longer? Because you're going to miss that noise. You're going to miss knowing you can walk around this corner and look into this bedroom and this person's going to be there. Are you okay with having your bed empty? Because even if you're not really getting along with the person, or you guys really don't talk that much, at least the other side of the bed is always warm at nighttime. You know they're there. So some people feel like, well, it's more important to me to just have somebody there. I like to be in a relationship. I like to have a warm body sleeping next to me. So they give up their happiness. They rather stay in a sad relationship, a relationship that makes them sad, because they don't want to be alone. For some people, not feeling alone is more important than being happy. For other people, it's the opposite. For other people, they feel like, you know what, my happiness is more important. I don't care if sometimes I get lonely sometimes. My happiness takes priority over everything. So, step one, you have to find out, just, do you have more happy days or more sad days with this person? Then once you find that out, if the answer is you're having more sad days than more happy days, then the next step is, with those sad days, what's more important to you? Should you leave? That just leads to the question of, do I want to be happy and I'm okay with being alone? If that's the case, then you should leave. If you're looking for your happiness and you're okay with being alone, you should leave. But is it that you'd rather not be alone, even if you have to give up some happiness and be sad most of the time? And for some people, not being alone is their priority over their happiness. They rather take more sad days just so they're not alone and they're not living in a house that they're lonely in. So depending on, what your answers are, that depends on, and leads you to your answer on whether you should end this relationship or not. All right, y'all know I love you guys. Take care. Have a great day, a great night, depending on where you are in the world. Love you all. Take care. Peace. Bye.